It's Detroit Pistons NBA action. We're in the Motor City where the Pistons are looking to take on a Western Conference opponent. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who we'll be hearing from shortly. Today's game marks the continuation of the Lakers' road schedule.
Yeah, this is the second game of a back-to-back for them, so they didn't have a long time to think about that loss last night. They've got to get right back out there and into the grind.
Now, here is Harden. Pass to Plumlee. Shot clock at 3. Covington with the steal. With the floater. Rose can't hit. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Pistons.
And unfortunately, injuries will always be the concern with Derrick Rose. Still loves the game of basketball, knows he is limited compared to what he once was. Amazing with all he's fought through, he can still perform at such a high level.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And with Rose, as you said, his love of the game is still there. He still wants to play.
I mean, many players would have just walked away from having their body betray him. But Rose said last season he loves what he gets to do and still would be a water boy if he had to. You have to admire Rose's attitude and approach in that regard.
Here are the Lakers. It's a three-point game. First quarter, just over a minute played.
The speed of Derrick Rose off pick and rolls is an issue for the defense. Nice job by him coming off and finding his guy.
Outside Favors. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Plumlee in the high post. Four on the clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Holiday's got his first basket of the night. Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Great court awareness by Derrick Rose, reading every inch of the floor so well.
Pass to Love. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Some coaches might not like taking the three on the fast break, but he had the open look and buried it.
To the paint. They get a hand on it. Back to Holiday. Plumlee with it. Defended by Towns. Back to Plumlee. From deep, Harden. Offensive rebound. Out to the right wing. On deep. The Pistons with the fresh 24. Right side Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. Detroit, no good that time either.
And the defense daring him to shoot that. Good plan right there.
Outside Rose. And the three off target.
The Detroit Pistons hoping for continued development from their young players. Recent season, some pretty high draft picks. They need those guys to make an impact.
And it's Towns penetrating. The layup missed.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Rose. No points in the game yet for him. And that one's good. Towns.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Only the first quarter. Guys are getting in a groove, but communication on the defense has to be better.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Back to Favors. Pass to Harden. Shoots over Bazemore. Love grabs the board. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Lakers. 3-point lead.
Well, this is why you see guys shying away from their mid-range jumper. It's a bit of a lost art.
Harden's shot is good.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two. Now Lynn to the inside. And the basket by Harden. Harden's got 12.
We will talk about feed the hot hand. That's what they're doing this quarter, which is why they've been able to maintain momentum.
The kick out to Towns. And a miss there on the triple.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
A high percentage look from the mid-range. Might have been surprised that he was so wide open.
And the dunk by Love.
And how about Kevin Love showing he can get above the rim when he wants to.
Tries again. Harden. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 14.
Extended the lead. This has been a great period for him offensively.
Towns wide open. Offline with the baseline jumper. A nice shot by Lynn.
Even with the defense all over him, Lynn buries the J. Outstanding concentration on those kinds of shots.
Here's Towns. He knocks it down right at the buzzer.
That's a shot he'll never forget. As dramatic as
James Harden getting it done for Detroit. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
cleaning the glass. I mean, right from the jump, and that really helped them to set the tone.
What you have to do is establish a physical presence early, and aggressiveness their opponent has failed to match.
And, of course, Colin Sexton. His college team once had to finish a game with only 3 players.
Yeah, and he scored 40 that night. I mean, almost led him to a victory. He loves to play under the bright lights, brings great energy and enthusiasm every night.
Both free throws good from Lynn. Steve, when you look back at your career, which years do you remember playing your best brand of basketball?
You know, I think obviously when you're younger, you feel like you have more of an impact with your skill level to go along with your athleticism. I think my best run was about a 5 or 6 year run when I was playing with the Atlanta Hawks and the Portland Trail Blazers. Those two teams. I think I had my best run.
Los Angeles calls timeout. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Yeah, they're going to have to talk about this. They got to find a way to get the ball out of his hands.
Lakers trail by 4. Pass to Towns. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That is his first foul of the game. So it's the Lakers now. Here's Towns. Defended by Lynn. Kicks it out to Beasley. It's good from long range. Beasley's got his first 3 points of the game.
And guarding him on the perimeter is... And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
There's the lob to Towns.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
It's Harden with the drive. And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Lakers shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
Only 71% from the line last season, and rest assured they're hoping to bring those numbers up this year.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And it's Randolph with the ball for the Pistons. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Once he's dialed in, helping to dictate the flow of this game.
And James Harden, last season's MVP, the runner-up in 2015, actually won the players' vote for MVP that season. But last season, he took home the official hardware.
A nice move, attacking in the paint with confidence.
It's good.
And Lynn is just fearless, always looking to get as close to the bucket as he can.
And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. And with James Harden winning the MVP in 2018, Russell Westbrook in 2017, Kevin Durant in 2014, you think a few what-ifs right now in Oklahoma City?
A few, more than that, Kevin. I mean, probably tough for them all to win MVP playing on one team. A good shot at a different trophy, though, maybe the one that starts with the name of Larry.
Towns. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Towns has got 19 points.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Lakers trail by 4. Over to the wing. Wide open look. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
He has flat out dominated this quarter, hitting shots at will, yet they still find themselves behind.
And Harden launches it from deep. And another 3 for Detroit.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Timeout called the Lakers. Teams changing it up here. Lakers trail by 5. Here's Sexton. Detroit with the rebound.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Harden can't hit. And here is Los Angeles now. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Pass to Love. The kick out to Rose. From deep. Plumlee with the rebound.
Yeah, and even with his range, that one might be asking a little too much.
Well, the truth is, he probably makes this shot a little more often than he should, so it's hard to resist.
And Love has it in the corner, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Love's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, it's great playing with big guys who can space the floor. Love does that and a lot more. The new head coach of Detroit is Dwayne Casey. They're lucky he was available. He guided the Raptors to a franchise best 59 wins last season, and he was the coach of the year.
Pass to Harden. Here is Plumlee. And stolen by Bazemore. To the middle. The shot's good from Love. And it's now only a 1-point Piston lead.
Good presence inside. Kevin Love with the composure and skill set to score with consistency on the interior.
Back to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Detroit. 6 to shoot. From deep, Harden. Bazemore grabs the miss. And here's the fast break. Rose leading the way. Again, the Lakers.
Great ball movement there.
They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Harden.
And Harden finished second in MVP voting in 2017, won the MVP in 2018. A multi-talented combo guard who just seems to get better every season.
Harden hits them both. And Kent Bazemore came into this league being known as a defender, and that's still his calling card.
Bazemore has incredibly long arms that he bothers shooters with. Comes up with a good amount of steals as well.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. And the Pistons lead by 3. Pass to Love. Takes a 3. And Okafor with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Okafor. Rose scanning the floor. And Towns throws it down.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. James Harden getting it done for the Detroit. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. So it's the Lakers now. They trail by 1. Rose with the ball. Towns in the corner. From downtown. So it's the Pistons now. Puts it up from 12. Offensive rebound. For Detroit, they have yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting. So some numbers that they can definitely improve upon. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And it's Rose penetrating. It's deflected.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Hurdle. Wonderful timing right there.
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Detroit. A 2-point game. outside. Lynn. It's not going to go for him. So the Lakers will take it the other way. From deep, Rose drains it from beyond the arc. Rose has got 5 now. The NBA always evolving, Steve. What do you like to see in a big man coming through the ranks these days with the kind of game we've got in front of us?
Well, I think right now, a lot of these big guys, they have to be versatile, especially on the defensive end. We talk so much about the big shooting threes, but I think big guys right now got to be able to switch on pick and rolls, being able to guard the smaller guys, and I think also you still have to have that toughness. But I would love, Kevin, to see somebody come in and just dominate on the low block, and our entire game changes because this guy can win a championship being a low post player.
But you really think that's going to happen?
No, not at all.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Here's Towns, and it's sent back by Plumlee.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. Yeah, the defender all over.
For Detroit, they have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. And the Lakers making a change here. And, Steve, you'll remember Favors had that impressive rookie season, but he's been somewhat up and down since.
He's kind of an old-school power forward. Might have been an all-star 20 years ago, but nowadays the best forwards can shoot from range and can defend on the perimeter.
Here's Holiday from deep. Harden. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
Towns up top. Unloads. Rebound, Detroit.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Harden. Another shot. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game. A great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there. Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
That could be a game changer. That jam just sent shockwaves through the arena.
And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. And the Pistons making a change here. No good on the free throw. And Colin Sexton, when it comes to scoring, the man shows you a little bit of everything.
Loves to drive it, loves to attack inside, improving his consistency from range. But what I love about him is the aggressiveness. This guy is always in attack mode.
And it's Love, top of the key. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Pass to Harden. From deep. The Pistons rebound.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Harden's got 38 points.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Sexton's shot is good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Lynn. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And for Lynn, missing the season last year, he's just glad to be back. His playmaking and creativity is something that this team needs. As long as he's healthy and playing aggressively, he'll be an effective guard option.
Here's Rose. Drops in the layup for 2. Rose has got the lead up to 7 now for Los Angeles.
Very aggressive, Derrick Rose. So efficient on how he attacks the hoop.
Hardaway with the steal. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Had about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
And with Lynn, he made a point upon returning from injury, saying he will not change how he plays.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys, they'll shy away from contact after experiencing a torn patella like Lynn did, but he knows that he is at his best going at defenders and absorbing that contact. He said he'll try and be more aware of how he lands, but has no plans of changing his game.
Derrick Rose putting pressure on the defense, always looking to draw contact.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line. And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Here's Harden on the wing. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And look, you never want to see a team gut you this way. Really a good timeout.
Some of this is just a matter of toughness, a willingness to play physical inside, something we're not seeing.
Making a change here. 1:16 left in the third. Back to Harris. The Pistons working the ball around now. That one falls. Pirtle's got his first bucket in this one.
Really nice work. Pirtle going to town on the weak defense down in the paint.
Here's Towns. Shoots over Pirtle. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Jakob Pirtle.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And this is what we've come to expect from him. This type of consistency from the line. It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
And that one's good. Love.
And with a nice assist, Bazemore still has a scorer's first approach, but now much more willing to make the extra pass.
Pass to Wiles. There's Bacon. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pushing their lead to double digits. And it's a 10-point Laker lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them. Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Pistons have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Lakers leading by 8. Now, here's Sexton. He has 7. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Pistons trailed by 10. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That's his third foul of the game. Pass to Harden. Back to Plumlee. Holiday with the three. Some solid defense from Rose. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Rose with the ball. And they get it back. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Trailing by 10. In the corner, it's Plumlee. Inside. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Los Angeles on D. 10-point lead. This is their biggest.
Bazemore, an excellent shot blocker for his size. His 7-foot wingspan catches you off guard.
Outside Rose. Here's Love. And Love throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Back to Harden. Inside. And stolen by Love. Here's Covington. Finished off the break.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Pass to Harden. Steve, more and more we hear about players wanting to be traded. The information comes out publicly, whether they leak it or their agent leaks it. Is this a new development, in your opinion?
Yeah, I think because of social media, Kevin, right now, everybody hears a little bit, and even if it's true or not true, it gets spread like wildfire, and it can reach so many different people because of social media quickly, and I think that's the problem we're having right now. It's, you know, social media can be a plus, but it also can be a negative.
That's a good observation. Now a timeout called by Detroit. You look at Towns, he's really been playing well.
The man has been relentless scoring inside, attacking the rim every chance he gets. Their defense has been powerless to stop him. We'll see what adjustments they make coming out of this timeout.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Harden outside. It's tipped.
Still no rhythm. This may be a time when you want to make the extra pass. Give someone else a chance.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, this lead has snowballed. Credit their killer instinct for piling on.
They grabbed their own miss. Out to Hardaway. Second shot opportunity. And Okafor with the block. And Michael Beasley picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Timeout called the Lakers. For star players, even after a loss, Steve, they're asked to give press conferences after the games. Talk about how difficult that is for a player in the moments after a very difficult defeat.
And this is where you have to use your teammates and obviously your PR guys around the team to help you and obviously gather yourself before you get a chance to go in there, because it's tough. You're running high with emotions and sometimes the wrong type of emotions.
Yes.
But I also, Kevin, would love to see on the media side, there are some questions I just don't agree with. I think you should get a yellow card. You ask a dumb question, and if you get a red card, you can't ask any more questions for that series.
I think you'd be handing me cards after everything I say. I'd have cards in front of me.
Not at all.
Detroit making a switch here. Pistons trailed by 18. Pass to Harden. Shoots over Covington. Harden, no good.
And you just get the sense the whole period he's been a bit out of sync.
Yep, trying to shoot himself back into this. Regain some confidence first.
And they'll keep possession. Clock at 6. Here's Towns. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down.
And I'll tell you, the sooner this quarter can end, the happier he'll be. It's been tough making shots.
Harden inside the three-point line. No good off the front iron.
He's just gone stone cold this period, and it's bringing the rest of the team down.
Here's Towns. And the layup's good off the glass. Towns has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Pass to Harden. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
Yeah, it just seems whatever they do, nothing's working right now to stop the bleeding.
It takes an effort on both ends of the floor, and you have to find the right matchups to exploit.
When you look at today's NBA salaries, Steve, do you feel the responsibility to learn financial management falls mostly on the players, or should the league do even more to help them find out about what they're going to do with all this money?
You know, I think it's the responsibility of both. I think the Players Association, also the NBA, and I think organizations as well. I think you look at it, we're all involved to get a chance to help these youngsters. It's not easy for a 19-year-old, 20-year-old to become a millionaire overnight. That's just not something that you're used to, and handling that, it has been a problem for some players in the past.
Here's Towns. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist. Harden inside the three-point line. Knocks it loose.
And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find the rhythm on his shot. He feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. And a wide open look for Lynn. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. That's 10 points for Lynn.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
I'll tell you, his shot blocking made a big impact. Whether it was on the ball or rotating over to help, he provided the intimidation factor this defense needed.
Harden's shot is good.
And Lynn is a sensational playmaker. Love how he zips passes over to his guys.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Down low. Favors. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation. You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late. You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
And the first one at the line is good.
And already a leader at such a young age, Towns' teammates look to him to anchor them on both ends, and he has not disappointed.
Harden inside the three-point line. On the wing, Harden. There's the three. Tipped away. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise.